So today then I will talk about 5 results that you're going to get when you join the 3-day food and body reset happening June 7th to 9th. And so what this food and body reset is basically I am taking the food journal and habits tracker that I have available, a mini version of it that's available to anyone who wants to purchase it, to really support you in 5 things. To creating goals that are aligned with you're at and what you can actually accomplish over the summer, to really understanding what food, your response to food, emotionally, physically, and mentally, what you're eating, and just starting to see patterns and keeping track of that. And then also, deciding what habits you want to work on, and then keeping track of those habits. And then creating balanced, whole, healthy meals, whether you're busy on the go, whether you're traveling, or whether you're home and wanting to experiment with new meals. And then, of course, how to celebrate and reflect and adjust all that along the way. Those are kind of the 5 takeaways you're going to get, which if you listen to episode, was it 169 of the More Than Your Weight podcast this week, I talked about those 5 steps in general. And that's actually, spoiler alert, those are actually the 5 results you're going to get when you join the 3-day food and body reset. And the reason why I'm focusing on those 5 things over 3 days is because those are the 5 things that when I work with women one-on-one, when I work, women in the More Than Your Weight Facebook community, on the podcast, in my Instagram, all these different areas, those are the 5 things that are constantly coming up that either women are struggling with or they really need support around to break through in whatever goal, whether it's maintaining weight loss, whether it's losing weight, whether it's just learning to find peace with food, their bodies, and themselves, whether it's feeling confident in their bodies again, whether it's developing a healthy lifestyle that's more than just about the weight and celebrating these non-scale victories. These 5 things, I'm telling you, if you focus on these 5 things, you're really going to find a lot of breakthrough this summer. Typically a time where people don't move forward in their health goals, but you can, and while still enjoying the summer. I will say this reset and even this tracker is a taste. It is only a small taste of the work and the results that you're going to get when you work with me one-on-one. And so if you go, first things first, go through this 3-day reset with me. And I've had a lot of people even say that, I sign up for things and I don't go through it. Well, this is literally, if you watch each video, 20-30 minutes each day, and there's going to be a small prep video and a small kind of reflection video at the end, and then set up your tracker. I'm telling you, it's not going to take a lot of time. And you don't even have to do it all at once. Maybe you take a couple of weeks to really set up this tracker or set up the journal and really use it. I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot of breakthrough. So this reset is, again, going to just be such the tool you need to really have the healthiest summer, but also you can do this any point throughout the year. It's not just summer specific. Obviously, we'll talk a little bit more about specifics around the summer because it is summer, but whether you're watching it, whether you're watching this video or grabbing the tracker or doing this later, you're gonna get tons of benefits and takeaways. And I will say the tracker and food journal kind of together is $20 off up until the end of this challenge. And so you want to make sure you grab it now and be able to prepare as we go through this challenge, because there will be some preparation I'll help you guys do next week. Because after, you may be able to access these videos, but the tracker is going to go back up to its original price. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure you grab it now and tell a friend. And I say that this is a small glimpse of the work that I do. And so if at any point, as you're hearing me talk about this reset or you're doing the reset, that you're like, you know what, Brianna, I need more than just help with setting this up. I really need some one-on-one support throughout the summer. I am onboarding new clients right now, and I have 2 or 3, I think it's 2 spots, 2 or 3. Can't remember. I think it's 2 spots open to really support women, because in the summer in July, I will be doing things, but I'm going to kind of take a lot of time off to visit family, rest, but I will still be serving my clients one-on-one. And so if ever there was a time where you're like, Brianna, I really think I need some one-on-one support, please just book a coaching clarity call with me. This is a free call where we can just talk about where you're at and what working with me looks like in the 6 months coming up. It's interesting. I had some clients start in November last year, right when the holidays was coming around. And so they wrapped up their time November, end of April. And most people would think, okay, I don't want to start. I don't want to start during the holidays. But I remember both of them specifically saying this is the best time to start, because if I can really practice taking care of myself, not restricting myself, but taking care of myself in the holidays, I can do it any time of the year. And the same thing is with the summer. The summer is a perfect time for you to just slowly enter in to changing your habits, changing your mindset, so that when you go back to normal life or regular patterns, let me tell you, you're going to have them just down and you're going to be able to rock those goals. Okay. So don't stop thinking this isn't the right time. This isn't the right time. This isn't the right time. There's actually no perfect time. And I'm all about you just taking the small steps that you need where you're at in whatever season, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, to really find that breakthrough in finding peace with food, confidence in your body, and a healthy lifestyle that's more than about your weight. But if weight is something you're considering, we can talk about that too. Okay. So 5 results you're going to get when you sign up for this challenge, which all you need to do is go buy the tracker. And then I'm going to send you emails each day. I'm going to go live through the 3 days saying, hey, go live, watch the replay. And this is how you set up your tracker. The 5 results you're going to get. The first one is you're going to get super clear. I mean, you're going to get clarity throughout this whole thing, but you're going to get super clear on what goals you need to focus on in this summer and beyond. Because I think there are so many things that women come to me, especially on these clarity calls, especially in our coaching sessions, say, I should be doing this. I need to be doing this. But in reality, that's not right for them. Right? You do not need to do half the things you're doing. You're doing a cookie cutter approach or what you think you should be doing. When you're in reality, your first step may be very different than someone else's first step. Your first step may be like, I'm just going to drink water consistently throughout the summer, 80 ounces or more. I'm just going to make sure I move my body 10 minutes each day. I'm going to make sure I take breaths each day. Well, for someone else, it may be like, okay, I need to make sure I'm getting in 30 minutes of exercise each day, or I need to make sure that I'm sleeping more, or whatever it may be. But we have to realize that there is no cookie cutter approach. There's no black and white to caring for our health and taking care of our bodies. We always need to use a framework as a suggestion and guiding post. But really, we need to figure out what we need to customize and do for our unique life. So let's say, for example, I am going home for the summer, finally going back to the Cayman Islands, but I have to quarantine for 2 weeks. That's just a fun fact. With my daughter, at least my sister's going, because quarantining with a 1-year-old is no joke. But I know that during that time, I'm only going to have access to a certain amount of fitness equipment. I'm only going to have access to doing a certain amount of things. So I got to stay in the house. So I'm going to adjust my fitness goals and expectations for that. I'm also going to adjust my sleep goals. I'm also going to adjust my meal goals to fit that portion of my life. But then also I'm home in the Cayman Islands where, yes, I'll be staying with family and all that, but I'm going to adjust my goals because I'm going to take some time off, right? And so that's just something I think I am releasing myself of any expectations of I need to do X, Y, and Z. I need to run a 5K. I need to work out this amount of times, and really saying hey, what does my summer look like and where am I at in my life and what do I want to focus on? All right, I want to get some rest in all senses of the word. So sleep and rest is going to be a priority. I still want to move, but I want to adjust my expectations around that, how much that is. And I want to actually experiment with some healthy meals, being quarantined. So my goodness, I'm going to try some healthy new meals, right? And hopefully I can share some of that with you. But those are kind of the 3 areas. Now, if I was staying here in Tampa, it might be different. So that's why I really want you to join us to really I can help you figure out what health goals, mindset, mind, body, and life, and mind, body, and soul that you need to work on. Those are kind of the body goals. Mindset goals, I'm going to be spending a lot more time. And mindset's in that, recognizing that I can't do everything. And I'm going to create some affirmations around that and really affirm and celebrate myself for the things I'm doing. But life, spending time in relationships, I'm working on setting myself personal finances, business finances up in a certain way this season. I'm going to spend some time in the summer doing that a little bit more, right? So really figuring out what do you need to work on, mind, body, and soul. You uniquely is something we're going to do. So that's the first result you're going to get is clarity. So you're not looking at everything else and thinking, oh, I need to do this, this person's doing this. No, what do you need to work on? So we're going to set goals that are in line with where you are at and where you want to be. Second thing is we're really going to start to see your habits and mindset around food. So this is an area that as you know, I talk a lot about food freedom. I talk a lot about mindset, and it's very different for each person. And one of the ways that you're going to be able to do that through this tracker and this challenge in particular, this reset, is to track your food and how you respond to it when you mentally, when you eat, emotionally, mentally, and physically. So there's a slot in the food journal part where it's, okay, what did you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and your snacks throughout the 7 days? And okay, what do you feel or think before and after? Because if emotional eating or if cravings or if just like mindless eating is something you feel like you really wrestle with, then this food journal is going to help you get super clear even through the summer. Now, it's not about getting it perfect. It's about really just looking, observing, taking note, and then really being able to experiment and say, oh, maybe when I eat just a banana in the morning, I'm super starved and I want everything else. That's not good for me. Oh, but maybe if I pair it with some peanut butter and some eggs, it's a balanced meal. And so I feel really good and full and satisfied. So just doing that is going to be something that's going to be really huge for helping you see what is your habits and your mindset around food, and really being able to change that once you actually know what's happening. Okay, and this is something I love helping clients with, obviously. This is a basis of a lot of the work I do. But this food journal and habits tracker is really going to help you do that if you want to kind of do it yourself approach. So one, you're going to get really clear on what are the goals you need to focus on, not no one else during the summer: mind, body, soul. Two, you're going to get clear on your habits and mindset around food. And then three, you're going to be able to track your progress through tracking your habits. And so habits trackers are something that's been really big. If you've ever done a bullet journal or whatever, just tracking not just the result of your habits, but actually tracking the habits. Because in my experience with my own journey in losing weight sustainably, finding peace with food, and even with my clients, it's through consistent habits that they reach any goal. So if you are consistently doing certain habits and celebrating that, which is one of the results you'll get too, then you're going to start to be able to be consistent and reach those goals. And so some of the ones that are set up in the tracker, but again, you can customize it, is water goals, movement goals, nutrition goals, stress management goals, toxic load, reducing the toxic load, and digestive goals, other goals in the life area, in the mindset area that you want to add in, which we're going to help you do that when you track that. So you're going to be able to track that each day, each week, and really just be able to celebrate your progress along the way as well, and see, what days are you find that you're not drinking water, then you realize, oh, when I have meetings all day, which is typically Wednesdays or something, I don't drink as much water. So what can I do to alter that? So it's a way to celebrate, but it's a way to also see your patterns around other areas of a healthy lifestyle as well. Okay. So one, you're going to get clear on what goals you need to work on, you specifically, mind, body, and soul, in the summer or whenever you're watching this. And two, you're also going to be able to figure out what's your mindset and habits, particularly around food, to get clarity around what may be driving you to emotionally eat, cravings, and so forth. Or if maybe you feel like you've just been trying everything, what different ways to kind of change that so that maybe you alter how you eat and when you eat so it fits your goals better. And then three, you're going to be able to actually see your consistency around certain habits and track that. And then four, you're going to be able to meal plan like a boss. We're going to talk about some meal planning stuff during this reset. But the bonus when you buy the tracker is you're going to get a food chart with different whole food sources for proteins, carbs, veggies, and fat that I'm going to guide you through how you can mix and match, or even some meal ideas that I love, particularly during the summer, some tips around even busy eating on the go when you're out and you're ordering food, how you can even use that chart to really support you and support your goals even during the summer. And so that is the beautiful thing about getting this tracker too, is that you're going to get that food chart as a bonus. And so you'll always have it on hand with you. And then five, there's a point system set up through the habits tracker portion, where basically if you are drinking water each day, you're going to give yourself a certain amount of points. And then if you are getting movement 3 times a week, you're going to give yourself a point. And then you're going to set up a reward system for yourself where, like, when I reach 100 points, I think, which you can get in a given week, I'm going to go get my favorite, I'm going to go get this book that I've been wanting. or I'm going to go buy myself a new pair of clothes. And this is the result. The fifth result you're going to get is you're going to learn how to celebrate your progress. Because I think this often so many of us are celebrating. One is just celebrate the end goal. But if you don't learn to celebrate your progress along the way, you're going to get discouraged. You're going to quit, but also you're not going to like see how amazing that you've been at consistently putting steps forward. So the 5 results you're going to get when you join this reset and get this tracker and journal is 1, you're going to get clear on what mind, body, soul goals you need to focus on in the summer or whenever you're watching this and doing this little reset. And 2, you're also going to realize what are your habits and your mindset patterns around food, so you can see what may be driving you to eat, how you respond to food physically, emotionally, and mentally. 3, you're going to be able to track your habits and see if you're doing them consistently, because consistent habits will lead to long-term results in whatever health goal you have. And then 4, you're going to be able to really learn to create balanced, nutritious meals, whether you're cooking at home, whether you're doing it on the go, and just really be able to mix and match that meals using particularly the food chart that's in the tracker. And then 5th, you're going to learn to be able to celebrate your progress, because celebrating your progress is what's going to keep you going long-term. Even when you've reached all your goals, you're going to keep needing to create goals and continue to improve. This tracker can take you a long way. So you're going to want to buy the tracker. It's $20 off until the end of the reset. And you can look at it from now, watch a tutorial to see how to set it up. It is an Excel document that you could either print or create one on your computer, and then you can go ahead and customize it throughout the reset. And then, you can always create copies of it too. And so definitely go ahead, get the tracker. That's how you're gonna get started. And then probably Thursday or Friday next week, I'm gonna do a video to kind of prepare you for the reset. That really is kind of thinking through your goals a little bit more. And then day 1, we're gonna focus on the food journal tab and really, looking at your mindset and habits around food. Then 2, we're gonna look at your habits. Day 2, we're gonna look at your habits. And then 3, with the habits tracker portion. And 3, we're gonna look at balanced meals. And then there will be a wrap-up video on how to celebrate your progress. All right, so it's $27 for this whole experience, which is literally like 5 days of master classes and a 5-day training. I could charge way more, but I am actually doing the videos live in the group and then putting them in Memorable when you buy the tracker. And it's only $27 for this tracker and this whole live experience right now. I mean, even if you're watching the replay, you're still going to get a lot out of it. So go ahead, stop. Like it is worth $27. It is worth you not going to the movies, or I don't know if you go to the movies. It's just worth you spending that $27 to invest in yourself. Like you're basically getting me to coach you for 5 days. And then of course, this is a taste of the work that I do and really being able to help you customize things in my one-on-one program, which is open. I have spots open right now. So if at any point you're like, I really want support one-on-one, I just want to learn about what that would be like, let's hop on a free clarity call. All right, so grab the habits tracker, go to madewell345.com/habits tracker, and you'll get access to the food habits tracker, the food journal, the food chart, and everything else. And then we will get started preparing next week. And so let me know if you have any questions, or even which of the results that I mentioned, right? Which of the, are you looking to, that really are like, oh man, this is the reason why I need to do this. Is it because you want to create goals that are actually simple and customized for you and you're not overwhelmed? Is it that you want to see patterns around your food? Is it that you really want to learn to be consistent with your habits and track that? Is it that you want to create balanced, healthy, nutritious meals that are simple? Or is it that you want to learn to celebrate yourself? Like, which of the 5 results that are you really like, oh my goodness, this is why I need to do this reset? It may be all 5, it may be more, but let me know in the comments, and I can't wait to support you. So go ahead and buy that tracker. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can go to my bio link and grab that. It's only $27. And if you're watching anywhere else, you can just go to the link. Okay, I'll talk to you all later, hopefully to see you in the reset. And again, if you're doing it and you want a friend to go along it with you, send the link to them and have them take part. Okay, talk to you guys later.